Hey, what is up everyone? My name is Torsten from Nintorstendo, the channel that's all about video games and more. And today I wanted to check out Halloween, The Haunted Neighborhood by Pixelheads to see if you should buy it or leave it in the marketplace. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so this is a story-driven experience. Read, chat, and listen to sounds to understand the story and have fun. Pretty easy enough. I might have a little bit of issue with this last one. I'm not sure what this fun is. So let's see if we can have some, shall we? Okay. Sleeping. Ooh. Do you hear that?
Rise and shine, it's 7 a.m. and this is your favorite morning radio. Isn't it a lovely day today, Frank?
I don't know. It's still dark outside for some strange reason, and there is also a power outage in most of the countryside. It appears to affect the following towns in this order.
Okay, well, looky right there. It is the exact same day as what today is, October 31st, Halloween. I hope that you guys had a good Halloween on top of it. It was a little different this year, as you may all know and probably understand. So I thought that we would just chill and hang out for a little bit to wrap up your Halloween night if you're still up, or whenever this video releases. Hopefully it will be still on Halloween. That would be very nice. So it was a little different. I was a little disappointed about how everything's been going on in the world and how Halloween was affected on top of it. I mean, all the holidays that are up and coming are going to be affected with what's been going on. So we're just going to have to adapt and get used to it. I still put out a few animatronics and a few decorations because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, and I love dressing up the house to look all spooky for everyone to come from the neighborhood and elsewhere. There's been times that people have driven from different neighborhoods just to come and check out the house, and it was really sad because we didn't want to draw a lot of attention this year because of what's been going on. So this is going to be kind of my little Halloween neighborhood experience right now. So let's see all what we get. We get some candy. Delicious. The only day in the year where you eat so much candy you're sick. But yet you could go for another Snickers or Kit Kat bar the next morning. Anyways, it looks like they want me to go downstairs, is which I can only assume. And it says somebody is trick-or-treating, but you don't have any candy. So you quickly tell them to leave and go away. Oh. Why would I want to find weapons and armor when there is a creepy clown staring at me? But I know exactly where all the gear that I need is at. Lucky me. Alright, well, looks like I got all the gear, my pickaxe to destroy the spawners, and I can head on out. And we are just up right against all of these mobs. A bunch. Alright guys, so I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. I didn't want this to be a really bad experience at all, but I hate to say it. This is a snooze fest again, but it might get better. I haven't played the entire thing, but it really did make me want to just fall asleep because it's already late right now, and I'm a night owl, so it being late out doesn't really affect much. But what does affect a lot is just the entertainment value from this. It feels like another cash grab, just using the Halloween name to give you something to do for Halloween and stuff. so it doesn't really feel all that great, but I figured that for the rest of this video, I'm gonna give you my review real quick, but we're just gonna sit and chill and talk about Halloween for a little bit, just expressing about my thoughts on it and everything. So I hope that you still stick around, even after this review that I'm gonna give you real quick, and just stick around for a little bit, hang out. I would appreciate it, for you spending a little bit of your time with me, and that would make me super happy. And we can just sit back, relax, and talk about one of these amazing holidays known as Halloween. So it's not bad by any means, it's just not exciting. Like, the mobs, they're alright. They could be better. Like, this wolf looks really weird, and the hitbox is really weird too. I don't even know what mob that is, because it looks to me that they're all just reskinned mobs and stuff, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I thought they were going to be unique mobs, but I was wrong. The map isn't really all too big. It's not like, I didn't actually pick up a map, but it's not really that big. But that's not necessarily the point of a good experience, because if it had a massive map and it was as boring as this actually is, then we have a big problem, because then you're just running around in this ginormous map and not having the greatest of times, so you're not going to complete anything. My review on this is it's a 5 out of 10. Definitely putting some thought and effort into it, but the story is really boring and it doesn't make you want to keep on continuing to progress. There's no urge to actually want to complete anything in this. It is pretty fun to just roam around and kill these mobs though, so that's why I'm not giving it like a 3 out of 10 or anything like that. Nothing that drastic, because it still has some redeemable qualities. It's a nice neighborhood with skinned mobs, and that's pretty fun for some people, so it's not really for me. They really marketed the story a lot for this, so that's why I'm just disappointed that it's really lackluster and not all that great of a story. But if the story was a little better and there was some voice actors to kind of get you engaged to do more, or if there's some more NPCs in here, because you're just here alone with mobs and a few signs here and there to kind of point you in the right direction, it really, you have to have the motivation to want to complete this. There's no driving force from the actual map mod to get you to continue to progress in the game. So yeah, that has been the review. I'm not recommending that you go and buy this, but if it looks cool to you and you think that you have the self-motivation to actually complete this story that doesn't have any driving forces to get you to actually want to complete it, then get it. It's still a really cool map. There's still, I guess, bunches to do. There's cool textures, like Halloween decorations everywhere, and it's always October 31st, and you gotta appreciate that. Like I said, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Halloween and just how great of a holiday it actually is. I can't think of another holiday that you just get excited for, besides, like Christmas and those type of things. But it's just like, you get to dress up in a costume and go around door to door and get candy, and the whole neighborhood kind of gets together in that sense that, you're all sharing that experience, that, you're getting spooked a little bit. Halloween. I love it. I grew up on Chuck E. Cheese. Well, not like grew up on Chuck E. Cheese. I didn't go there like every day to the point where, oh my goodness, it's just such a big part of my life. But no, the very sparse times that I actually did go there were very impactful and special to me. It was a fun little place that you would go to for a friend's birthday or even your own birthday. And it was a nice experience. And my absolute favorite part, I'm sure you know where this is going, is the animatronics. And the animatronics are just fantastic. I can't imagine the world without animatronics now, like that kids get to experience, besides Five Nights at Freddy's, which isn't leaving a great light. Like, it's not shedding a great light on what pizza places with animatronics were all about. It was a fun place. And you know what else has animatronics? That's right, Halloween does. Halloween has loads of animatronic characters that you get to set up and place around your house and wherever you want it, and create this whole experience for yourself. I remember one year for Halloween, we set up the whole garage into be a haunted house where animatronics would come alive and scare people. I remember multiple times of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, don't even know the age, but younger kids absolutely being terrified of the animatronic even when it was off. It made me a little upset, but you know, the parents weren't too upset about it. Creates this sense of getting yourself comfortable to go to unfamiliar situations and to make you a little bit more confident and brave in yourself that, you know, you can make it through this and you're going to get a treat at the end for accomplishing your fears. So it's a great way to look at Halloween and the scary animatronics, because I remember doing those things where I walked up to somebody's place and they had this whole setup gone for the house. There was this coffin that was all the way up to the close of the house, and as I look back at this now, I should have been more prepared that something's gonna jump up at me. And sure enough, something definitely jumped up at me, and it was such a cool setup that they had. It was like two brothers or something. One of the brothers was inside of the coffin, and the other one was out on the window holding the string to open up the coffin, and it was just fantastic. You know, it scared me, but at the end of it, I got some treats. So I faced my fears and got some treats. So it's a very beneficial holiday, teaching that skill that there are scary things, but if you just dive on in straight away, and you will get your reward, your treat, basically. But if you don't, then you're not going to get the treat. You're just going to be scared, and you're going to let it hold you back from getting that Kit Kat bar, from getting that Twix. Halloween is also great in just embracing the scary things, and just kind of cheesy scary things too. Like the little, like plastic decorations and masks and all of this stuff. It's all artificial and things like that, but there was times in life where we didn't celebrate the darker things, and I think in return that made our reality just a little bit darker. Sure, it's funny, sure it's cheesy, sure it's a little abnormal or strange or whatever, you know, putting up all these plastic decorations and stuff, but in return it allows us to embrace the darkness, to show some light in it, to show that yeah, things can be scary, but they can also be good in that sense. So that's why I love Halloween so much. It's not just because of the scary things or scaring people and or the candy, for all that sake. As I have gotten older, my poor stomach can't handle as much candy as I was able to gobble up as a young lad. But that's okay, because that was never what Halloween was about. Ooh, okay. I like this bat. I like this a lot. Okay, he is burning me. Oh, and I can't see. I like that bat. So that's a little bit of my outlook on Halloween and why it is one of my favorite holidays. It's so much more than what meets the eye. It's all of the stuff that lies underneath it and how it helps our psyche to see goblins and ghouls and stuff, which one may say that doesn't help us at all. But I challenge them to question and look at what reality would be like if we couldn't laugh at the scary things and didn't have a tool from a young age to help kind of guide us into facing our fears from the really scary houses, to make it up those steps, to ring on the doorbell, and learn a little bit about manners as well. Because if there's just one thing that I really don't like, is the kids that don't say please and thank you. And you really do learn about who the good parents are and who the ones that are trying but may need a little bit more help with teaching manners and stuff. But it teaches you some good manners on top of it, which is super beneficial again. It's the only time that you can comfortably go door to door to your neighbors and show how polite you are, so that you can give your neighbors a little bit of hope that your community, your neighborhood is a good one, and that the parents in it are doing the right thing. It's nice to see the politeness of kids, how they're dressing up, because that's our future generations on top of it. So if they grow up being super rude and, it gives you another gauge. Another great thing about Halloween is to be able to gauge the future generations from how they react and act on that day. So if you get a lot of people saying thank you, please, and trick or treats, and stuff like that, makes you feel good. I hope that you guys seriously did have an amazing Halloween, got lots of candy, and even if you didn't go trick-or-treating, still got lots of candy, because the stores are always stocked with those fun-size bags that you could just get one and be set. Another added benefit of what Halloween brings to the table, if I say so myself. But anyways, I know this wasn't a typical normal review of mine. It was kind of a Trojan horse to get you guys to look at the video, and I did give you my review. This one was just not that great. I wanted it to be a little bit more spectacular, so I hope that you enjoyed it none the least. If you did, consider hitting that like button. It does help me out a bunch, and if you really want to help support me, hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and you have no clue how much it helps me out, and I appreciate it so much. Being a YouTuber has been a dream of mine for a very long time, so I'm just so excited and happy that I'm actually starting to pick up a little bit and getting some subscribers, because without you guys I wouldn't have gotten 60 subs, which is just fantastic. I am still over the moon about this actually happening, and in such a short amount of time too. But anyways, enough about me. It's about you guys too. It's about us. So I hope that I can keep giving you some good viewpoints, and hope that you guys stick around and still are enjoying the content. So like always, I hope that you have an amazing day, night, or whenever it is that you so happen to be watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.